Alright, let's see if we can't finish the drywall factory and get this up and running. Where did we leave off? We left off... Alright, so we still need a player trigger and an icon. So let's grab a tour icon. Call this Ace Drywall. And up above the ground a little bit. And then let's get that hot spot in. Ace Drywall. Ace Drywall. Farm Chick 63, good evening. I'm going to finishing up Ace Drywall. I want to get the hot spot in first before I forget. So let's just get our X and our Z. And we'll get that saved. Thanks for stopping in, saying hello. Alright, so that is our hotspot, so that should finish up. Now the only thing we forgot to put in the drywall factory is a player trigger. And let's grab one from the refinery. Alright, so that is our player trigger. For our global company. Go a little bit bigger. Honda Teddy, hello. It's going. Had some errands to run. They did take a little bit longer than expected, so I wanted to get on here a little bit earlier and finish this. Alright, so let us find our refinery. Our refinery, which is right there, was Farmland 7. So that was Farmland 7. Hoping this next lot over is Farmland 6, but let's find out. It should be, it's 1 and 2. So let's zoom out a little bit. So if we go down here to Farmlands, it is. So let's finish painting this in. So this will be Farmland 6. When we go to purchase it. I think we are covering up all of 5, so we'll see if we get an error in the log when I try to go in game. I don't know if 5 exists anymore, but we'll find out. get this painted. We'll adjust pricing later. So farmland 6 is now ace drywall. So that is that part done. So now if we go back down here to ace drywall, we can get all of our user attributes in. First one is string. Next one is script callback. Index name is a string. And this one is a float. And this was farmland 6. It is ace drywall. Let's copy this. Put that here. And then let's copy this and put that here. And it is no longer the refinery XML. It is ace drywall. Alright, so let's save this. Now let's go back into our over here, ace drywall. Go full screen a second. Now what we have to do is we need to add the trash pallets onto here. So we are giving this trash, so let's grab Ricciville, placeables, global company. Let's grab, it don't matter which one, the cement plant. We need our output of trash on the drywall factory under sewage. And this is going to be 51, 52, 53, 54, and then I need the i3D mapping. In the drywall factory. And we have to renumber this. 52, 53, 54, that a quick save. Now we have less triggers this time. So where's our in? All right. Exact fill route, we're only going to have one pallet trigger And then exact fill road node 2, node 3, and 4 we don't need. We're going to input our glue, our visibility node is 0, 0, and 2, so that's the same, that hasn't changed. Our paper, and actually this is going to be, our glue is a liquid, it's going to go in trigger 1, which is goods. Our paper is a palette, so it's going to go in trigger. Let's rename trigger 2 palette. So this is going to get dropped off at our palette trigger. And that visibility is 0, 1, and 0. So that's good. Our gypsum is going to get dropped off at our goods trigger. And we have to fix all of these planes. Alright, so plane 1 is, oh, they may be the same. Hang on. 24, 654, 84.28. So that did not change. $24,654 by 90,883. So that did not change. Plane 3, 24,654, 97.33. So that one stayed the same. And plane 4, that stayed the same. Alright, so that's all good. So that's our gypsum. Our diesel is going to go in the goods trigger. Our water is going to go in the goods trigger. And our water plane 5 is down here. And it has changed. So this is going to be here and here. This one is going to go here and here. Our high point is here. Our low point is here. So that is all of our ins, our output, our drywall, our sewage, and our trash. We have to add trash to our output. So we have our paper, our glue, our gypsum, our diesel, and our water. We're going to output drywall, sewage, and trash. Our smoke, we only have 2, 3, and 4. So 5 and 6 we don't need. Alright, so exact fill route 1 and 2, 3 and 4 we deleted. Smoke 5 and 6 we deleted. Alright, so our camera is now number 3. Exact fill route 1 is 0, 0, and 0. Fill route 2 is 0, 2, and 0. This is 0, 0, and 1. Our player trigger is now number 8. Our smoke is number 6. Our audio is just now number 4. Trigger 2 for our sewage is going to be 1 and 1. Alright, plane 1 is 0, 2, and 1, 2 and 2, 2 and 3, and 2 and 4. Those haven't changed. Plane 5 is 0, 3, and 0. Our pallet spawners start at 1000, so they didn't change. And then our trash is going to be number 5, so that didn't change. We have our 110 is finished. We have our XML should be finished. Oh, that was the cement plant. Yep, our XML, I can close that now before I mess it up. Our cement plant, our drywall factory should now be finished. I'm not going to be able to test this because I'm not going to make paper. We don't have our glue factory up and running. But we can just fire up the game to see if there's any errors in the log. So let me give this a quick save. While that's saving, I want to clean up the Ricciville new buildings. So our ACE sign we don't need anymore. Our display Oh, this isn't going to open because the map is saving. I want to clean this up before we go in game. This should have been the ace sign. Yep, so this is the ace sign. Display. We don't need any more. Palette spawner. We don't need any more. The hall. Yep, the hall I think is our green building. I think I can delete this one as well. Yeah, I don't need this one anymore. Paper we don't need anymore. The rack I don't need anymore. Water pit I don't need anymore. Glue. I think this was our spawners. Yep. So that one I don't need anymore. Alright, so that cleans that up. Let's fire this up and just make sure there's no errors in the log, and we'll work on getting the glue factory in here. Probably somebody walking up the road. Alright. So I'm gonna go over to our beehives or us should be in now. Yep. So this is in. We don't own the land, but we can just to see if it works. Let's throw some money in here. Well, not see if it works. We're not going to fire it up. We don't have any drywall. But let's purchase. Actually, we're going to have to purchase it for now, but I'm going to change it where you get that as part of your starting land. But we should get a global company menu now. So we're going to put our plywood in and get our beehives, just like the other map. And then back here we have our drywall factory. And okay, so my gypsum is in there. Water should be up here. So that's in the right spot. Drop off our paper here. Pick up our drywall here. Let's purchase this land just to see if there's any errors in the log. And we're going to have to drop the price of that down. It's 307,000. Alright, so paper, glue, gypsum, diesel, and water. And we're going to get drywall, sewage, and trash. So that seems to be fine. I don't see anything floating. We have our generator. We can't test this quite yet because I don't have anything made. But I just wanted to see if there was any errors in the log. So let's get out of here. And we'll check the log real quick. Alright, so let's go into our game log. And let's scroll up to the top. Alright, failed to open wax palette. No store data found. Did I forget to put, no, there's our wax palette. Where's my log? Palettes Global Company Wax Palette XML. Did I forget to put the Wax Palette XML in the file? Ricciville Objects Palettes Global Company. Wax, okay, so I put the i3D and I forgot to bring the Wax Palette XML over. So Islands, Objects, Palettes, Global Company, Wax Palette XML, copy, and paste. Alright, so there's our wax palette, so that fixes that error. And no other errors with the Beehive Factory, no other errors with the Drywall Factory. So, like I said, we can't test them quite yet, but that is our drywall, so I can close that XML. Now let's go back into the map and find a spot for the glue factory. And I have an idea. I want to see what I have over on this side of the map. I've got a small area over here I might use. Depending what's over here by this. Yeah, I want to put the perfect. Yeah, I want to put the glue factory here. So let's clean this mess up. And open this spot up. You can go. You can go. I want to put it by the train tracks because Papa Smurf is working on, and I think he already has it working, is getting, and let's just move you down here. I want to get a road entrance here that comes straight through to there. Now let's clean this mess up. Let's go grass. Make sure we are on subtract. So for now, we're just going to clean this mess up and we can come back and fix the grass later. Just give us a spot to work on. So let's go, close that. So let's create a transform group. And what is it named in the other map? Control F, glue. It's just called Glue Factory. That works for me. So let's call this Glue Factory. It is going to go in the global company transform group. And then inside of that one, we're going to create another transform group. We're going to call it Glue Factory. I'm going to put it inside of this one. And that one's going to go right here in the center. So when we buy this farmland, it's in the correct farmland. We'll create another transform group. Put it inside of this one. And I'm going to just duplicate it a couple times. Alright, so this is going to be our in for our in triggers. This is going to be out for our out triggers. This one is going to be our main transform group where all of our buildings are going to go. So let's import in just the main building and we'll work around it. Go edit, cut, and paste it here. And here is just our main building. Let's put you if it'll fit in here. Yeah, I've got plenty of room. I knew this was a nice little spot for square it up to -90. I knew this was going to be a nice little spot for a smaller glue factory than what's on the islands map. And do you have to come down or are you good on height? Come around back. No, I think we're good on height. Yep, everything is touching the ground. Oh, this is going to work out well. Alright, a little bit more speed. Let's see if we can get a concrete pad. And let's change our brush to square for a minute. And let's go with a concrete pad. And yeah, we're going to bring it all the way back to the tracks. Alright, so let's clean up. I know it's a little dark. What we may do, we're going to probably lose a few of these trees. And lighten it up, maybe. We'll see. I think I do want to leave a small strip of grass between the no, we're not going to go all the way to the track. So let's lose our grass all the way up to the tracks. Now let's bring our concrete back to the tracks. We are going to bring a road opening out here. So let's get rid of some grass here. go back to round. So let's bring this in out of the angle. Like that. Clean up this grass. So I want this near the train tracks because Papa Smurf is on the verge of having the liquid cars on the train working. So let's make a driveway around here. This tree is going to have to come out a little bit further. That'll work. Let's bring you down. Get rid of some more grass. And then we're going to need an opening. Alright, so this tree needs to come down here out of the way. This one can come out a little bit further. And then let's get an opening here. Something like this. Or this way. I can live with that. Now, before we go any further, we have our glue factory. We need to input either resin, raw rubber, which is a liquid, water is a liquid, and coal's a bulk. So I'm hoping we can deliver all of our inputs by truck or by train. So we only need one input trigger. So I'm going to come over to the drywall factory that we just built. Let's close all these. Let's go to our main transform. Want to grab the grain station. Let's duplicate that. Let's put it in this transform group. And let's put it here. Slider down. Let's bring it all the way down here. Let's get it down in the ground a little bit more. About there. And I want to bring it over the tracks. I want to be able to unload, deliver our goods by train or by truck. And probably make you just a little bit lighter. So, right there. And we're going to pick up our goods by truck or by train. So let's come back up to here. I want to grab our warning stripes. Duplicate that and let's cut it out of there. Let's put it in here. back and over. So I want to pick up our glue by truck or by train. And let's go down a little bit further so we're on a square section of railroad track. So you're good there. You are good here. Let's bring you out to here. Yeah, bring you out. Actually, we're going to go back a little bit further. Go to here. I want to get rid of some of this junk. Alright, so you have to come back a little bit more. Alright, now I want to put my, let's go back up here. Let's grab the liquid manure pit. Duplicate that. I'm going to cut it out of there. Put it down here. And we're also going to use the same trigger to pick up our sewage. Let's bring this guy out to the edge, and this guy out. About there. And now let's line this one up with this one. Alright, so that will pick up our glue and our sewage there. So we're going to input resin, raw rubber, water, and coal. So we only need one input trigger. And I do not even need a pallet trigger. We just need an exact fill route. Let's just grab let's put a pallet trigger in just in case. Let's grab this. Let me duplicate this. Let's cut it out of there. Let's put it down here. And let's grab our exact fill route. Let's bring this over. And let's go. Oh wait, this is our in. Let's come down here. Let's try and, yeah, you're too low, so let's raise you up. There. Let's bring our pallet trigger over. Just in case we need it for future expansion, it'll be in here. A little bit wider so you're over the train track. Alright, so there's our in. Our out, we are going to have glue, sewage, and then trash. Or glue and sewage can come out of the same trigger. So let's go back up here to the refinery. Let's go to out, and let's grab the gas station trigger. Duplicate that. Cut it from there. Paste it into here. And let's get this over here. You can go to 0. So this is where we will pick up. Go a little bit taller so it'll pick up on the train car. And we should be able to pick up our sewage and our glue right there. Now I want to put in, let's go, alright, so let me just come up here for now. We need, so that's our in's taken care of, our out is taken care of, our main is taken care of. I'm going to use that transform group in a minute. That's empty. Let's grab our camera. Duplicate that. Cut it from there. Let's put it in the glue factory. And let's go 0, 0, 0. Let's bring you up and back. So it has to be looking down onto the factory. Turn you up. Perfect. So you are in. We need a icon and a player trigger. So let's grab our tour icon, duplicate that one. Let's call it Glue Factory. I'm going to throw it here and let's bring it up out of the ground. So that's our glue factory. Let's put our hotspot in before I forget. Control C, Control V. This is our glue factory. That is our glue factory. Our X position goes here. Our Z position goes here. And save that so our hotspot is in. Now we need a player trigger. Duplicate that. Let's cut it from there. Paste it in here. And this is going to be our player trigger for the pop-up menu. You are here. Perfect. And then let's bring in, duplicate that, cut it out of there, put it in the glue factory, and this is our trash. I'm going to fix that. Let's delete 3 of them and we'll put them back in place. So use gets spun around this way. Let's come over here. And our trash pallets will spawn along here. that is that. Now, do we want to do, we need, so we're burning coal. We are burning coal. I have, perfect. Let's grab, come back up here to the refinery, main. Let's grab a generator. Let's cut it out of there. Put it into here. So let's bring you over here. Want you there? Yeah, I want you there. Alright, so that is that. So this transform group, we're going to go PS for particle systems. Let's import in particle systems global company smoke. Cut it from there. Let's put it here. Edit, interactive placement. You're going to go there, but you have to get renamed to smoke 2. And you're going to get turned. And oh, come on, go down on my speed a little bit. That's better. You are going to go a little bit smaller, and you're getting tilted forward. And then up here, let us file import smoke. Let's cut it out of there, paste it into here. Edit. Let's place it here, and you are going to be called smoke 3. And now we can adjust you a little bit. Stretch you out a little bit wider, bring you down. It's so hard to see sometimes. Yes, put you about there. Yeah, that's about right. And then I'm going to sneak in a file import. Let's grab a fire. Cut it from there. Paste it into here. Put you here. Put you here, but we're going to go like way smaller. We only want a little tiny fire up here. Something like that. And let's go even a little bit smaller. I don't want anything too big. I just want a little bit of something up here. And you look about right. Alright, so that is... Oh, you know what we didn't do? Crap, we didn't put any lights on this factory. We didn't put any lights on the drywall factory. We got to go back and put lights on the drywall factory. I always forget the lights, probably because I hate doing lighting. Lighting is a pain in the ass. But it's got to get done. So let's create another transform group. Let's cut it from there. Let's put it in the glue factory. Let's call it lighting. Let's come up here to, let's grab one of these outdoor lights. Cut it from there, paste it in here. And let's get some lights on this building. And we'll go back, after this building's complete, we'll go back and put some lighting on the drywall factory. Actually, I want you centered so you light up the sign also. So let's come in a little bit, let's come down. Bring you all the way up near the roof. Alright, so there's one. I don't know if those, I think those are just fake lights from the building. But, so let's bring you around this way. Let's bring you out. So you're about there. So it gives us a little bit of light on this front of the building. I want to see if we can, let's do this. Let's put you here, but we are going to turn this part invisible, so we can't see it, but it's there. So let's get some lighting back here. I don't want that one because I won't be able to see it. Let's grab this one. Let's bring you over, spin you around. And we're going to do the same thing. Let's bring it over here. I'm going to put it inside of this one. And we're going to turn it invisible. So it's there, but you can't see it. And then we're going to do the same thing. Let me duplicate that one. Let's slide it down. Put it here. And again, it's going to be invisible, but it'll be there. And then I want to get one more over here. Alright, so let's do this. Let's grab this power pole. I'm gonna steal a pole from it. So let's put you here. I like that, so we can put a light here so we can see at night. and then let's grab another one. I want to bring it down here, about the middle of both of them, so we can, when we unload by train, I don't want to put it too close to the tracks, but that'll work. So let's take this last light we were working on from nope, this one. Let's grab that light, duplicate it. Let's make it visible. Why are you? Oh, you were supposed to be invisible. Nope, not the whole light. Just that part. Okay, so this part I want visible. I want to see this whole light. Let's come over here. Let's get you here and up. So that'll light that up at night. And then duplicate this. Bring it around. And let's bring him back. And he's going to be in the trees, but I can live with that. Let's put him here. Alright, so that'll light up our triggers. Let's come over here. Yeah, let's bring this back a little bit. So let's go to grass. Let us bring this back so it's even. It's going to drive me nuts if I don't. To about there. And let's fill our grass back in. To here. Get rid of these stupid bushes. Let's fix the rest of our grass. So that is much better. Yeah, let's get rid of this crazy ass bush over here. Let's just go to grass. That looks better. Alright, so that is that. Now, this may be the crazy part. I gotta figure out what farmland it's in. Let's give this a quick save. Alright, so our farmlands, this is going to be near that's the North Silt Pond, it's not this one. Field field. Center silt pond. Home farm. This one. So it's going to be somewhere in here. Field. I have a silt silo. I think it's going to be this one, 121. 0, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Farmland 0, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 121. 121. Let's see if this is. It is. So when you purchase this piece of property, you will get this silo parking lot and staging area. I think I'm going to leave this all the same for now. So that is going to be number Farmland 121. So Farmland 121 is also the silo and the glue factory. Save that. And let's bring the price of this one down because I'm not sure how much this is going to cost. We'll find out when we go in game a little bit. Let's just go 0.6. And then the beehives, I want to make true. I want to own that when we start in new farmer mode. What did we paint in the back? 5 or 6. Our drywall factory was Farmland 6. And that price was way too high, so let's go 0.5. And that'll adjust that price. Alright, so our glue factory. Let's close all this other crap that we don't need open so we don't mess anything else up. We don't need the refinery open, we don't need the drywall open. Let's go back to our glue factory. So our in is done, our out is done, our main building is done, our particle systems are done, we have our camera, we have our player trigger, we have our trash pallets, we have our lighting. I think this factory might be done. We have to put our script callback on create. And then we have to put in our lighting, copy that and paste it here. Our night on create, so our lights only come on at night. Now let's put in all of our user attributes to run the factory. So we have to go over to here, and our first one is a string. Our second one is an on create, and that's a script callback. We need another string, and I need a farmland ID, and that is a float, and add. Now what the hell did I say this was? 121? Farmland 121, yep, is our glue factory. So this is 121 glue factory. Let's steal this, Control C, Control V, and let's steal this, Control C, Control V, and it's not our drywall XML, it'll be our glue factory XML. Alright, so let's save the map, and then let's grab the glue factory from the Ritchie Islands map. Let's put it in the Ricciville map. We have to change this from Ritchie Islands to Ricciville. Let's save that. We are going to make glue from resin. We're going to make glue from raw rubber. So we need resin. So I have resin down below. Raw rubber. Do not have raw rubber down below. This is going to be raw rubber. Raw rubber. We have water, we have coal, we have glue, we have sewage, and we have to add trash. So output 3 is trash. Alright, so that is that part done. So now we're going to go, you should be done saving. I can minimize you. So let's go Ricciville, Placeables, Global Company. Let's go Ritchie's Island, Placeables, Global Company. Let's steal the Glue Factory XML. Copy that. Let's paste it into here. And then let's edit it with Notepad++. First thing I'm going to do is change the islands picture to the Ricciville picture, and then all of Ritchie Islands has to be replaced with Ricciville. Alright, we can save that. Now I need to open up, let's grab the cement plant. Let's grab our output of trash. And add that into the glue factory. So there's our trash. I need our i3D mapping from that factory into this factory. Alright, so I can close that XML so I don't accidentally make any changes to it. We only have one input trigger now, so that this trigger can get deleted. So we're going to input our resin. We're going to input our raw rubber. We're going to input our water. We're going to input our coal, but our coal's now going to go in a different trigger. go to the goods trigger. We're going to output glue. We're going to pick it up at trigger 2. We're going to output sewage. It's going to get picked up at trigger 2. We're going to output trash. We're going to input water, resin, coal, and water. We're going to get sewage. And we're going to get trash. We're going to add trash to here. And we're going to add trash to here. Save that. We have, minimize that. Let's bring up the map. We only had smoke 2 and 3, correct? What happened? I put the smoke in the fire. I put the smoke in the wrong factory? I know I put smoke up here. So what did I do wrong? Oh, I put it inside of the wrong transform group. So let's edit, let's cut it from there. Paste it here. And I have to move you up. So there's our smoke 2 that's on our generator. Here's our smoke 3, which is now in the wrong spot. Let's put it back here. Let's get you centered. Alright, so now we have our smoke 2, our smoke 3, and our fire. So we have to add fire. Copy this. Paste it back in. And you become fire. And you become fire. Exact palette 3 is no longer needed, but I have to add a fire, and it's going to be 2. Audio, we don't have any sound. Alright, so I need to steal a sound file. What do we have in Mammoth Mill? Is going to be a sawmill. I don't want a sawmill. What kind of sound does our oil well make? I can use that one. Let's duplicate that. Let's cut it out of there. Paste it into here. And let's put our sound file about there. So there is our sound file. Alright, so now we can come back up top, make sure I'm not missing anything. We have our goods, we have our out. Alright, so our camera is number 4. Our exact fill route should be 0, 0, and 0, which it is. We need a pallet trigger. I need a pallet trigger, so I'm going to import in the glue factory XML. Cement factory. Oh, no, we are working on the glue factory. Wrong one. I need to import in our Ace hardware because we need a pallet trigger to put in the glue factory. And I need the pallet trigger node for down here. Alright, so let's go back here. Alright, so our camera was 4, our exact fill route was 0, 0, and 0. Our pallet trigger node is 0, 0, and 1, so that's correct. Our player trigger is number 5. Alright, our smoke is going to be number 3. Our audio is going to be number 8. Our trigger is going to be 1 and 0, so that is correct. And then our trash is going to be number 6. Alright, so let's save that. Our 110 is finished. Man, dog's all wound up today. Our glue factory is good. Close the drywall factory so don't make any accidental changes to it. Let's save the map. And I only have about 15 or 20 more minutes, so I'm going to have to get out of here for dinner. Alright, so let's let this finish. We'll go in game. Well, I can't test this, but we'll take a quick peek. We might be able to test it. Yeah, I think we can test it. Alright, so that is saved. Let's go in game. Save game 1. Alright, let's see what we've got. We should have a hotspot now for the glue factory. Bam, so we can visit the glue factory. Let's get a little bit of speed, and let's just throw some money in here. So we're not going to save this anyway. I don't see. Just do a quick walk around, make sure nothing's floating. Generator. Alright, I don't see anything floating. Now we should be able to purchase this farmland. 68,000. Yeah, that's a good price for the glue factory. Let's see if we get the global company menu. We do. So we need input resin, coal, and or water, or raw rubber, coal, and water. So let's put our right here. Let me grab our store delivery mod. Let's grab this guy. Let's grab slide on tipper. And let's grab our tanker. So I should be able to grab this guy. Let's grab this guy first. So now I should be able to throw some coal in here. Coal. And this trigger should now work. So we should be able to drop off coal by truck or by train. Alright, so that works. Let's get him out of the way. Drop you there. Let's grab our water tanker. Alright, so let's throw in come out of the trigger a second. Alright, so I think this needed water. I'm probably completely wrong. Yep, so we can bring in, we should be able to bring water in by truck or by train. And I don't need that much, so let's empty him out. And we should be able to bring in resin and raw rubber. Oh, sorry, so that trigger is going to work. And that should be good for testing. And let's find resin. Let's hope yep, it's in the map. So here's our resin. And our fire's messed up. Alright, so there's our resin. And let me just empty you. Yeah, I've got a duplicate fire for some reason. Alright, so we're going to have to go in and fix that. So I got fire floating in the middle of nowhere. It means if our fire is floating like that, that means we probably have an error in the log. Where's our log? Let's see if we have any Lua errors. Usually when a fire's floating like that, I have a Lua error. I don't see any Lua errors. Now this factor's, I'm about to go in and fix the, Okay, that's weird. Now it's gone. That weird floating fire that was sitting there for absolutely no reason is now gone. Alright. I'm either seeing things or losing my mind. Let's speed up a little bit of time so we can... Alright, so we should be able to pick up our glue in this trigger. So we have our glue and we do not have our, oh, because this tanker doesn't hold sewage. So we have our glue. Just pick it up, make sure the trigger works. Yep, so there's our glue. Let's grab the Unimog and the tanker. And since we're in here, and I'm not going to save this anyway, let's grab the trash truck. So this should pick up our sewage. Yep, I still have some floating fire. Why? I'm going to have to figure out why I've got floating fire. Alright, so our sewage is working. And you should, I know there's not much, it's not a full pallet, but let's grab our trash, make sure that works. And our trash works. And the game update today, because of the darn game update, messed up all my settings probably. Alright, so the only thing I gotta fix on here is figure out why we have some floating fire. That's weird, it starts and it stops. Where's my other truck? Back up and see if we can see that again. That was happening on... I'm going to have to bring in a different fire particle effect, because this particle effect for fire is messed up for some reason. But I can fix that later after dinner. Actually, then let's go back to let's go way back here to this corner to the... Oh, it's not going to be running, but I had some floating fire back here too. It was really weird. I had some floating fire like right about here where that yellow railing is on this factory for some reason. But it seems to be fixed. We've got to fix the other factory. But let me get out of here. I want to go back into the log, just go all the way up to the top, make sure we had no other errors in the log. That's a vehicle. That waterfall is going to be fixed, and there's no other errors in the log. But why do we have a floating fire particle when that is the only one? There's no other fire particles in here, and that is number 3, 2, and 0. Our fire is 3, 2, and 0, so the pathing is correct. Unless it wants me to hook it to this one and not this one. Let's just go 3 and 2 and see if we get any errors in the log. We can always come back and change that. So let's go back to the game really quick. No, I'm sorry I didn't save that. And the volume is still way too loud. I might just turn the music all the way off. Let me just throw some money in here so we can buy that factory again, in case we need to. Turn on my speed. Come back over here to the glue factory. I'm going to buy this farmland anyway. And I don't have that weird floating excuse me, I don't have that weird floating fire this time. Just grab a truck. Just get up a little bit higher, maybe we can see it. You'll do. Just spin you around. Come on, get some height. Zoom out. Come over here. Yeah, I don't have any weird floating fire this time. Oh, we'll see if it pops back up when we do some more testing. Oh well. See if that threw an error in the log when they changed the i3D pathing or not. Let's go back to our log. And start at the bottom. No errors in the log, so hopefully that fixed our weird floating fire. Alright, what time is it? It is 5:20. I have to get out of here, so I'm going to save this one more time and close it. But I do have to get out of here for dinner. But I'm going to save this factory and close it. I will be on... I have nothing going on tomorrow, so I'm planning on being on almost most of the morning. I'll take a lunch break and we'll come back right after lunch. I don't have to leave the house for any reason tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to work on getting the orchards in. The greenhouse is in. Uh, the apiary in. And if we get, I don't even know if we'll get that far. And then the only thing left is the textile mill. Oh yeah, the textile mill, the poultry house, and the slaughterhouse. So we do have a good bit of work to do yet, but I want to appreciate everybody taking time out of their day and stopping in, saying hello. Everybody have a good night. I'm going to get out of here, and I will be on sometime tomorrow morning.